Already? Let's see. How am I ever now, boy? You know the rush to make it hit. Full cut on top and a corner pack. Wow. What up, guys? Welcome to the Friday night Hustleholic hangout. Let me see if I can get this camera right. Give me a second. Just gonna do last minute adjustments right here. We got a lot to talk about. Well, we always have a lot to talk about on Friday nights, though. Let's see who we got in the chat. Travis Shock. What up? Nancy McGee. Telling me what details they took all the cards off the shelf and put them in the bag. Okay. Yeah, it's crazy, man. It's just crazy. You know what I mean? It really is. It's crazy with these Pokemon cards. Happy birthday, Scott Kerslake. Welcome to the Hustleholics gang. Thank you for signing up. Let's see. We do this every Friday night. All right, JC, John Pellegrin, what up? Jose Gonzalez, how you doing? We got Daniel Baez, what up? The man in the building, Logan, what is up? Port of Stillwater, how you doing? The man. David 37072. That must be a Florida zip code. P Wood 4, what's up? Big 292. Vamp 927, April Villela. Bam Bam, Mr. Bean, what up? Saluta tutti. We got Miguel Sanchez Ola from Houston. What is up? Got a lot to talk about, right? We got a lot to talk about. What's that video? Can we talk about I'm still here, right? I'm not arrested, thrown in jail. Beans 19, hi from Jersey. What's up? All right, so check this out. So welcome. If this is your first time here, welcome this Friday. We do this every Friday night. This is called the Friday Night Hustleholic Hangout, where we come together as a group, as a community, as a gang, and we talk about everything Amazon, business, life, whatever it is that you want to talk about, we can do it here. So what I do is I like to have everybody, if you'd like, ask your questions in the chat. I do my best to try to get to everybody, but I try my best to get to everybody, but sometimes there's so many questions, so many people end up joining in the course of this hour, hour and a half, that it's hard for me to get to everybody. I want to talk real quick, so drop your questions in the chat, and I just want to talk real quick about the whole McDonald's thing, right? So I just uploaded a video earlier today about how I tried to get some cards at McDonald's. And, you know, there's people, majority of people get the point of that video, okay? The point of that video wasn't the fact that I couldn't buy them separately or whatever. Like, they would not sell me even one or a Happy Meal. Some people might be like, yeah, I mean, you're wasting your time kind of thing. Like, I would have moved on, this and that. Here's the point. People that are assholes shouldn't get away with being assholes. I'm sorry. You know what I mean? And I'm not trying to be the savior and all this other stuff, right? But if you're gonna I literally asked to speak to a manager because nobody was giving me answers. I was simply asking, yo, how many can I buy? Singular. They wouldn't give me, they were like, you can't. You have to buy it in a Happy Meal. And I'm like, okay, how many Happy Meals can I buy? They were like, well, how many do you want? I was like, 100. And they were like, you can't buy 100 Happy Meals. And I was like, can I buy one? And they're like, well, sir, no, we can't sell them to you now. And they made this big thing. And I asked the girl, Christine, I said, yo, who's your manager? She wouldn't tell me. She wouldn't answer me. She's being like really rude. And so I looked at this other guy that wasn't saying anything, but looking at me, I go, sir, are you a manager here? And he said he was the general manager, right? So I said to the general manager, how many can I buy? It was a simple question. Answer the damn question. It was a simple question. Don't be a dick. Don't be like, yo, he literally turned and said to me, sir, I'm going to have to ask you to leave. Ask me to leave? I'm literally asking you how many of something I could buy. And your response is, sir, I'm going to have to ask you to leave? And then when I wouldn't leave, he's like, I'm going to call him. I'm like, well, call the police then. I don't care. You want to be a jerk? I don't care. You think I'm scared? I don't give a shit. I don't care. Point is, they wouldn't sell it to me. They wouldn't sell me any Happy Meals. And honestly, it was borderline discrimination because they knew at that point I was a reseller. So I couldn't stick with that as my story. I couldn't stick with it and tell the cop, well, I wanted to buy them for $2 and then resell them for $10. Like, you know what I mean? I mean, listen, to get your way, you got to bend the truth. And no matter how you feel about the situation, the point is the guy was being an asshole. That's the point. So I needed to stand my ground and let him know, hey, you're not going to push me around just because you might have been bullied in school and now you want to have, you know what I mean? It's just I don't run that way. I'm not scared of nobody. If I'm ever, God forbid, if I ever get into a fight and I know I'm fighting an MMA fighter, then I'm going to take the ass whooping. That's how I am. You know what I mean? I'll take the beat, but nobody's going to push me around. You know what I mean? Verbally, physically, whatever it is. I just need to clear that out there. I think a lot of people miss the point of that video. The point of that video wasn't to say, hey, I'm just wasting my time, right? I'm just going to move on. No, the point is, yo, you're being a jerk by just not... I wish I was recording before he called the cops, but I didn't know I was going to run into that situation. That's why when he said he was going to call the cops, I said, okay, I'm going to be right back. I'm going to go grab my phone in the truck. And that's where we left off. I wish I would, I don't know. I mean, why would I record though? Why would I record before that point, right? I've already been to 3 other McDonald's. Everybody was nice. They were telling me, we were communicating. Hey, can I buy some Pokemon cards? Yeah, but I can only sell 10. Okay, I'll take 10. I went into another one. Yeah, I can only sell 5. Okay, I'll take 5. No problem. No problem. Oh, I can only sell them in the Happy Meal. Okay, I'm going to buy 100 Happy Meals. And you know what? The one McDonald's sold me 100 Happy Meals. You guys saw the receipt. You know what I mean? So, I just needed to clear the air on that. I thought it was good content. It was funny. It'll get views. It's done its job, right? We're here for Hustleholics, right? We're Hustleholics, bro. We hustle. We hustle. Whether it's Amazon, Walmart, Target, whatever it is, YouTube, right? We let the trolls, let them view, let them comment. You know what I mean? It just helps the Hustleholic community get stronger. And with that, I'll end it. Salud. All right. Now that I got that off my chest, let's get into it, baby. I got a lot of energy right now. The fam is actually out, so I can be loud. I don't have my daughter sleeping upstairs. I don't have my other daughter running around, so we can be animated. This is going to be a fun Hustleholic hangout. I'm ready to bring the energy. I hope you're ready to bring the energy. Let's get into the chat. I want to see what questions are in there. And if I'm too hyper for you, I'm sorry, all right? Sorry, not sorry. Got it? Let's go. Let's see what we got here. We got... Where'd I leave off? So I hope everybody is gonna have a happy weekend as well. What is a secret wholesale? Can't run around RA making a few bucks on each item. Love the challenge, but it's a lot of work. Yeah, so RA is a lot of work. It's a lot of legwork, unless you find the right products. Because then, if you're only making a couple bucks, I hate this song. Hold on, I really hate this song. Come on. Okay. If you find the right products, happy Good Friday too. Before I kick it off, happy Good Friday. We can't forget today's Good Friday. Happy Good Friday. You need to find the right products that are gonna bring you more in profit. You know what I mean? You got to find the right products that are going to bring you more in profit. Your profit margin has to be, you got to stop buying $10 items, making 12 back, and profiting $2. You got to find that $10 item that's going to bring you back $10 profit. You know, you got to find that $20 item that's going to bring you $25 profit. You know what I'm saying? Once you do that, you're going to realize that you'll actually be doing less work because you're making more profit per item. Or you could do easy items like those light bulbs, they're flying out the door. Like I'm going to go to Walmart tomorrow and I'm literally going to fill my cart, and yes, I'm going to do a video. I'm going to fill my cart with every single light bulb on those end caps. There was 2 end caps in my local Walmart. We're cleaning them out at 97 cents each. We'll spend a couple $100 and we'll make the paper. They're flying right now. I don't know if it's because one of the major sellers is not on the listing anymore, but we're going. I'm gonna be out of stock. I'll probably be, if it keeps going like this, I'll probably be out of stock in like 2-3 days. Unbelievable. We got Nashville in the house. What up, Janine Dixon? Says, hey, Richie. Kelsey Ackerman, what up? Hey, what's up? I had filled a cart last night at TJ Maxx. Says Fu Rokes. I always have a problem with that. Fu Rokes Vicky. That's awesome. I love TJ Maxx is on fire right now with clothing, man. Oh my good God, man. TJ Maxx and Marshalls. And you know, I would do a lot of video every time I'm at TJ Maxx and Marshalls, but you know, it is a lot of Nike, Adidas, and athletic apparel. And I don't want to make every video about that because it's true. A lot of people can't sell that. So it might be entertainment value, you know, if we make it entertaining. But generally speaking, it's not really helping a lot of people if you can't sell it, right? And I know I put a post up because you can sell these items on eBay and Mercari. They push, man. Like you can't tell me that these Adidas, like selling clothing, it takes work. It does. I'm sorry. It's work. You got to prep the shirt, make sure the shirt looks nice. I prefer to put it on a hanger, on a nice. I like the idea of having one screw on the wall, nice wall, hanging it nice, steam it, hang it on the wall, and then take a picture of it. That's how I would have to do it if I was selling on eBay or Mercari or anything like that. Presentation's everything. Like, and that's the one reason why I don't take pictures. When I list on Mercari, I never take photos in my garage because you're gonna see crap everywhere in the background. It's gonna, you know, nobody, when you look at that picture, and then when you come into my kitchen where my wife takes care of everything nice, she decorates great, right? And I take a picture with like Mackenzie Childs in the background, like, and you take the same picture, that item sells because the person looking at that is saying, wow, that looks like that comes from a really nice home. And for some reason in your mind, even though it's just a picture versus in your garage with crap in the back and dust and sawdust because you had to do this other thing, right? And you got like your kid's bike hanging in the background. You take a picture versus you take it nice inside. I'm telling you right now, please pay attention to your surroundings when you take your pictures. I'm telling you, it makes a difference. What up with these dry Walmarts, bro? Yeah, man, hashtag dry Walmart gang, right? It is friggin' dry in the clearance aisles. And fortunately, at least we're able to find hidden clearance. I've done a couple of videos where we got some hidden clearance deals that are unmarked, you know, unmarked, but those hidden clearances are there. That's just the name of the business. But Walmart's really dry right now. You know, I don't get it. And like, yo, if you guys are liking this content, you guys like my video, you guys like the hustle, please do me a favor. A free way to help support my channel is by hitting that thumbs up right now. I would greatly appreciate your support. Hit that like button, and I would appreciate it. You'd be awesome, right? You'd be awesome. Thank you so much. And speaking of that, before we continue, guys, tomorrow I only have a few spots left for the Vivid Voltage Booster Box break. If you go to hustleholics.com, it's in the pinned comment in the chat. You can grab your spot for tomorrow night. We're almost sold out. I think there's about 4 or 5 slots left, plus there's other products on the website. And we're actually in the middle of a 24-hour flash sale right now. So if you're into Pokemon cards, if you're into investing in Pokemon, if you like Pokemon, if you want to get Pokemon for your kids or whatnot, please visit hustleholics.com. Check it out because we are in a 24-hour flash sale. Things are marked almost at retail prices. Check it out. Say hello to my little friends. Okay, okay, okay. All right, okay. It's okay. It's okay. All right, okay. It's okay. I hope a lot of you got the point of why that was so long, right? It was 45 seconds of Al Pacino, aka Scarface, with the okay, and because when I was editing the video, that was the first clip, and I almost took that out of the whole video, and it was funny because I didn't realize that I was like, it's okay. I was like, go ahead, go ahead. Oh, it's okay. And I thought to myself, I was like, yo, that sounds like Scarface. Who am I trying to be right there? You know what I mean? Is that Al Pacino? What the hell's going on? So I found the movie. Now, you know, we chopped it up and all that stuff and said, okay, 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 okay. Oh, man. I hope a lot of you got that. I know it might have been aggravating to some of you, but you got to see my humor. That's my humor. You know what I mean? My channel. I'll do what I want. Oh, man. Hey, Vicky. We got Vicky L 2104 with a $9.99 super chat. Vicky, thank you so much. You didn't have to do that. I really appreciate that. Thank you for all you do. Question: on the Adidas slides you picked up and other items with little hangers, how are those sent into FBA? So the Adidas slides usually come with a cardboard. Like, I don't know if you've seen it on the video. There's like a little piece of cardboard, and one slide fits on this way, the other slide fits on this way, right? So I send them in like that. I put an elastic around it so they're not lost. I believe Amazon's gonna polybag those because they don't originally come with a box. So I send them in with an elastic band around it on that cardboard thing. Now with the items with the little hangers, those are suit sets. So because I pay Amazon to polybag and prep and label my items, I keep them on the hanger, and I'm actually able to take all those little suits. It's usually a shirt and a pair of shorts, or a pair of sweatpants and a shirt, whatever it is. It's usually for AKA little boys, right? So not infant boys, but the next stage up before a teenager. And what I do is I just fold it where I can with the hanger, and I place it in with the hanger. There is an option where I believe it says apparel on a hanger. I select that option for that item when I'm shipping. It alerts Amazon and lets them know, hey, you got some apparel coming with a hanger, and that they're going to have to prep those items. And what they'll do is they'll take them off the hanger. They'll probably put them in plastic bags. And the rest is history. So I send them like that. If I was going to prep them myself, I would take them off the hanger and I would fold them, and I would make sure the UPC tag would be on top. So that way you can scan it through the plastic. A lot of times with clothing, you won't need to put an FNSKU on that or a label over that barcode. You'll be able to use the actual barcode. So if you are prepping it yourself, it's important to put both pieces in the plastic bag and make sure that the tag is turned up so the barcode can be read before you seal that. And make sure the barcode is visible. So when it goes through the machines, it's scanning it. That's another good thing for scanning is clothing. A lot of times you don't need a label, but a lot of times you do need a label. But I pay Amazon to do all that anyways. But great question, Vicky. Thanks so much for that super chat. Queen Ronnie, hello from Milwaukee, Wisconsin. What up? Guys, and if I'm too loud because I'm yelling, because I actually have the freedom of being the only person in my house right now, let me know. I'll turn down the volume. You know what I mean? But this is like right now how you're seeing me. This is like me. You know what I mean? When I'm like this, when I'm like, hey guys, what up? All right, cool. So blah, blah, blah. It's because I'm trying to be quiet because my daughter's asleep. I'm trying to be respectful. But right now, this is me. Let's go. I'm pretty happy. Richie is banned from that McDonald's. Yeah, for real. They gave me that trespassing slip. Banned for life. I never went to that McDonald's anyways, stage. That was like my first time at that McDonald's. Screw you, Mario. The teenage couponer says, what is the app that you use to make sure the item is selling? Is it Keepa? Yes, it is Keepa. And I actually have a Keepa link, a custom Keepa link through Scoutify too. So I use Scoutify too, but when I click research, I'm able to just click Keepa, and I pull up Keepa through Scoutify too. But if you don't have a subscription to Inventory Lab, you wouldn't have Scoutify too, so you would be using Keepa.com, or Keepa actually now has an app that you can download from the App Store or the Google Play Store, and you can use Keepa right from your phone. How dope is that? How long have we been waiting for a Keeper app for, right? I thought that video was an April Fool's joke. Yo, we on April 2nd, bro. Ain't no April. You know what the funny thing is? The funny thing is, and that's from Jamie. You know what's funny is I was going to release that yesterday, but I didn't want people to think it was an April Fool's joke. I wanted them to actually think I was serious. So, because it was a serious thing. And I've told a couple people about it already. And I was like, I don't know if I should release this or not. And I'm like, you know what? Screw it. I didn't do anything wrong. I went in looking for friggin' Pokemon cards, and these guys are calling the police on me. It was just funny. But look, listen, I'm respectful to the police. I respect their job. I respect the police 100%. You know, it doesn't matter. Listen, they have the I don't care what dangerous job you can think of. They have the shittiest job when it comes to dealing with people, because they deal with the crappiest of people on a daily basis. They deal with innocent people. They deal with crappy people. They deal with emotionally unstable people. And they got families at home. I could never be a police officer, man, because I don't know how I would act at home. I'd be aggravated, in a bad mood sometimes. Like, you got to really know how to leave your S at the door. It's crazy. Let's see, Southwest Florida in the house. Fort Myers, what up, Florida? I love Florida. I can't wait to go back in a couple weeks. I will be in Florida in a couple weeks. I can't wait. So we decided we're going to sell the house, and we're going to rent 3-bedroom apartment. That way we're in Florida. So there's two things we could do. We could wait, right? Look, and we could keep going to Florida, right? Wasting money on hotels and stuff, right? And like looking for houses, but we keep getting not priced out, but we keep getting cash bought out. I guess that's priced out, right? Like if we're looking for 500, 600, 700, if we're looking for homes, people are going with cash offers. They're paying it full. You know what I mean? My contingency is I got to sell my house. We'll use the equity from the house to put down on the new house. Nobody in Florida is waiting for that right now. Now, it's supposed to cool down in the fall. I told my wife, I said, look, why don't we sell the house? We'll take the proceeds from the house, keep it in the bank. We'll go down. We'll rent an apartment, 3-bedroom, right? We're still going to rent a big apartment. We're not going to downsize. The apartment might even be a little bit bigger than the square footage of my house. Some of the apartments in Florida are huge. We'll rent an apartment, pay kind of like the same in a mortgage, but rent. They have short-term rents in Florida. That way, we're down in Florida. When we go look for houses, we're going to continue to look for houses down there. That way, when we see a house we like, we could say we can put an offer in, and there's no contingency. Just write a check, put the money down, boom, here you go, right? Because we're renting. The worst that's going to happen is I'll have to pay a fee to get out of my lease, but that's okay. That's better than not being able to get a home. So these apartments that we're looking at in Florida, they have garages, so I'll be able to continue to run my business. But two things are going to happen in Florida. Two things are going to happen. I'm either going to look for a warehouse and work out of that, which is definitely in the plans, or I'm going to take about $60,000, $70,000, and I'm going to open up my own comics and collectible store, brick and mortar, with a sick-ass website, and run my Amazon business out of the back of that. You know what I mean? So that way I want to make sure I have a storefront, but I need a storefront with a big back room so I can run my Amazon. Plus, I have these accounts with distributors now. I have accounts with Diamond, with Alliance, with Southern Hobby, with GTS. I have all these distributors that I've been working on for, quite frankly, almost a year to get accounts with these people. So we have big plans when we're in Florida, baby. Florida, look out. Your boy's coming down. I can't wait. John Pellegrin says, Richie, for scaling up your business, what suggestions do you have? Do you do a lot of prep work on BrickSeek, etc.? So I used to do a lot of prep work on BrickSeek. Not anymore. I think a lot of people can agree with me is I've gotten too frustrated with, I've done like a ton of prep work. Okay, this item is in X, Y, and Z store. This item is in the same stores, and doing all this prep work, writing down pages and pages in a notebook, only to go to find nothing. What I do is I use BrickSeek more as a reference than a resource. For instance, I go visit Walmarts all the time, multiple times a day. Not today, but multiple times a day, generally. Okay. And what I do is when I'm at that particular Walmart, I look in the clearance aisle. I look for the popular items that I can sell. And then I pull up BrickSeek to see, okay, what's in this location? And you can only get that functionality of the app or the website if you pay. I believe you have to be at least a premium or an extreme member. You can actually look at each store of Walmart, Target, Lowe's, Walmart in Plainville, not Plainville, Walmart in Attleboro, Walmart in X company, Walmart in A city, Walmart in B city, C city, right? You could break it down. You could break it down. So I use it as a reference when I'm in those stores. Instead of doing prep work for BrickSeek, say, okay, I'm gonna go to this store and look for that. I used to do that, and frankly, what do we got? Hey, shout out to Jackie throwing in an order for Hustleholics.com for tomorrow night. She is ready. Jackie, thank you so much. I saw the order come up on the screen here. Much love, appreciated. Can't wait to open your packs or whatever you got. I have to check. I just saw you ordered on tomorrow's live. So thank you, Jackie. www.hustleholics.com. Grab your merch. We're going to have a good time tomorrow. Do you do a lot of prep work? Do you have any? So for scaling up my business, what suggestions do I have? So I'm actually learning this myself, right? We get to a point where, okay, we're going sideways now. You know what I mean? We were going up, sideways, up, sideways, right? Right now I'm in sideways mode and I'm figuring out how to scale my business. And what I've been doing, I was super heavy on toys, right? But with all these stupid compliance for lab testing, how ridiculous. It's so ridiculous that it's turned me off of toys. I still sell toys, but I only sell like a fourth, maybe a quarter of what I was selling for toys, unless I buy it from a distributor. And that's because a lot of toys that I buy from distributor are specialty toys, and they're generally not subject to these lab testings. I haven't seen it, but the only thing I have seen that's collectible is like Pokemon cards. It's crazy. It's friggin' nuts. What I've been doing to scale is I've been utilizing my ability to sell Nike, Adidas, Under Armour, a lot of the clothing. I've been buying all my clothing right now. I've been super disciplined. Everything's under 100,000 rank for clothing. And I go up to 1 million very rarely now with clothing. I know a lot of people can't sell it, so I don't talk a lot about it. But my envisionment is not to scale on Amazon, but it's to scale my business, my brand, right? This is my brand right here. This is my brand. You know what I mean? So how I'm scaling my brand as opposed to Amazon is this brand, Richie Hustle's brand, and the Hustleholics brand. We're opening up merchandise shops. We're going to do some Hustleholics shirts. I already have some. You can probably see it on the bottom of this video. There's only 2 up. They're nothing special. They're basic Hustleholics tees. I have them. I wear them. It is what it is. I love them. But I'm trying to look at the bigger picture. I'm trying to venture. Amazon to me right now, I'm not looking at getting Amazon. How do I word it? Right now, I'm using a lot of funds from Amazon to put in other ventures, other areas of opportunity. And then once I have that going, I'm going to continue to take my Amazon business to grow. I want to grow my brand, so I need to grow my YouTube. I definitely need to get my comics and collectibles store. It's definitely like in my head, I envision what I want. I want a place where I can sell comics, trading cards at first. I want to host game nights where people can come in and play Magic the Gathering, host local tournaments, Pokemon, where people actually come in and play. I want to display. I have a ton of that, which is why I'm putting all my money into grading these cards, grading comics, have display cases. People can come in and see and purchase these cards. I have the big picture for me is to grow my brand and a little bit more than growing the business, because the business for Amazon is going well. And I know what to do to grow that, but I want to go in a different direction. I love Amazon. I'm always going to work on Amazon. And one day, knocking on wood, I'll have a warehouse like Amazon Lit. But I really want to grow my brand on social and on YouTube. And I also want to grow into comic. It's been a big dream of mine. I've always wanted to open up a collectible store that carried comics, cards, whatever it is. Like I go into local comic stores and stuff, and they're not carrying Pokemon. You know what I mean? It's hard for them to get. I have distributor accounts that I'm fortunate enough to get a lot of these cards. I don't see any graded cards for sale. I don't see I don't see Japanese booster boxes that somebody might be interested in that I could get on for cheap money. I know a lot of people sell online, but I for me to scale my business, I'm selling clothing. I'm focusing on the big brands. Big name brands. That's the short answer. I kind of went off on a tangent, but big name brands is how I'm going to scale, you know? Anyone know a website to get engaged in Nike, Adidas, or Under Armour? It's right under your nose. You got to look for it. Andrew Broadhead, you are the real deal, man. Boss. Thank you so much, Andrew. Appreciate that. So Jeremiah said, hey, I went to Walmart and I found some Nintendo games for 3 cents. Yeah. I don't bother with the 3-cent game. I don't bother with 3 cents. They're gonna stop you at the register. It's just not worth it. It's not worth getting into the argument. You're not gonna win. They can't process it through. They made a change in their system, and they cannot process those 3-cent games. So it's just not worth it right now. We'll have to see where that goes. Nate Ricks, Nate Dog in the house. What up? iClaw Machine. What up? Brian, Jeremiah, that is happening. Everybody don't bother trying to buy. Yeah, don't bother. It's not worth it. It's not worth trying to get into it. You know what I mean? Jose Gonzalez, question. How do you pack extra large items for FBA? I have a couple of items that are the size for a small kid's bike, over 25 inches long. I mean, if it's... I can tell you my experience. I can't speak for everything. With my experience sending anything over 24 inches long, Amazon will assess an over a fee, basically. And I got hit with $25 fees because it was over the size, but it was also over the weight. So, I mean, you could send, word on the street is you could send is the bike still in the box? If the bike is still in the box, honestly, ship that box separately, put a label on it, boom, send the box. That's what I would do. Because how you going to put that? I mean, unless you have an item that you're saying is just the size of a small kid's bike. I'm thinking what you're saying is an actual small kid's bike. Over 25 inches long. I'd probably FBM it. I'd probably merchant fulfill it. I've been hit with fees with boxes over 24 inches long. And now that I'm thinking about it, not all of them were over 50 pounds. So I would have to merchant fulfill it, or I wouldn't buy it. The man says if the product's over 25 inches long, it's an oversized package. You can send it like that. Yeah, so to tag on the man's comment, so that's why I was saying if it's just the bike, like say it was just a small bike and it came in a box that was over 25 inches long, then I would just slap the label on that box. 'Cause Amazon says you can send an oversized item, but it has to be like one in the box. You can't send a bunch of stuff in an oversized, like I couldn't send, 100 shirts in an oversized box and send it. It has to be like one item. So if I bought 5 bikes that were 26 inches in length, but they were all individually in their own boxes, the bicycles, then I could slap the label on each of the bikes and they didn't have no problem. The man in front of me at Seacog McDonald's bought $600 in Happy Meals, no food, just cards. They said it was a win for them because they kept the food. Yeah. Hey, I bought 100 Happy Meals and I didn't get the food either. The Hillbilly Hipster, what up? Oh, I lost my place. Where are we? Where did we go? Hold on, guys. I lost my spot again. Come on. There we go. Scott Kerslanky says, long-time viewer, first time in the chat. Scott, thank you so much for being here. I appreciate it. Welcome to the Hustleholic Hangout. We do this every Friday. Bought 2 binders, 1990s NASCAR. Nice. Oh, man. We talk about Bitcoin at 60K? Let's go. Bitcoin. I should have worn my Bitcoin hat. I was at Walmart today and they had so many Pokemon cards, but I had to stay in my budget. I could have dropped 600. They had many. Good stuff. Hey, what's up? Where do you sell your items on the web? Sounds pretty interesting, says Eric. So I sell on Amazon and I also sell on Mercari. I started selling on my own website as far as Pokemon cards. We do live Pokemon breaks on Saturday nights now. You could buy some at hustleholics.com if you want to check out the website. There's a ton of new merchandise on there. Yeah. I'm waiting on Amazon to approve my selling account. I'm excited. Excuse me. Been stocking for 2 months now. Hell yeah, Chef Pinky. Jay will do it. When are you moving to Florida, a.k.a. Hurricane Alley? Yeah, so I'm planning to go to Florida or Florida. Probably end of summer, early fall. That's the target. You got that BRE, Big Richie energy. Yeah, you already know. You already know. Tony Cordero, I want to start. Do you recommend starting with the free one plus fees to start with business? Do you mean like starting with the individual Amazon account where you don't need to pay a monthly fee, but you pay a per item surcharge of 99 cents when you sell an item? Flex, what up? Mika Miller, cousin of Meek Mills. Love the hustle. Thanks for being here, Mika. Gerald Parr, happy Easter. Happy Easter, Gerald. We got a Buona Pasqua coming up on Sunday here. I already got the lamb. I got the lamb chop lollipops. I bought 2 things of the lamb chop lollipops. Oh, gonna throw those on the grill. Oh my God. Lamb chop lollipops are my favorite for the lamb lollipops. My favorite. Hands down my favorite. You know, I was gonna throw this on the shop. I was gonna take this box for myself because I already have an unopened box upstairs in the acrylic case. I was gonna take this and do a pack opening and sell some packs with this, but honestly, I think I'm gonna be greedy. I'm gonna keep it for myself. You know what I mean? I'm reading a lot of comments. People finding tons of Pokemon today at Walmart. Careful, a tank in price may be coming if they're showing up again everywhere. Yeah, honestly, I haven't even gone to Walmart. I heard that too. I got a couple of pictures on IG from some people about Pokemon and how it's being listed, like hanging up, even in the toy aisle. Not even where the cards are kept, but in the toy aisle. And I believe it. And listen, there's some good stuff, but they're going to print. Vivid Voltage is going to get a ton of reprints as far as packs go. So be on the lookout for that. I haven't bought any at Walmart. Excuse me. The only thing I bought at Walmart was they had these tins, and I knew they were Evolutions tins, so I had to buy them. And I kept them for myself. And I even posted on IG. I pulled out a Reverse Hollow Zard. I pulled out a Charizard GX. Like, it was dinner time. Flex, homie, definitely, homie, delete that comment from early. Yeah, hey, whatever. He's a bird. Whatever. Hey, Richie, could you explain how the storage fees work when they kick in, 1 to 2 months? I believe Amazon used to have short-term storage fees, but I believe they only have long-term storage fees now, which I think happen once or twice a year. And it's all weight-based or size-based, you know what I mean? It's going to be different for every single product, but there's a way you can keep track of that. What you do is you go to Amazon. You go to, let me see, I believe it's inventory. And then you go to inventory reports, I believe. Let me see if I can check this out for you. Inventory reports, and then you go to, where is it? Is it under reports or under inventory reports? Fulfillment. Reserve inventory, subscribe. I'll link to you. Subscribe, save. Fee, inventory storage, overage fees. There we go. Monthly storage fees. So you can, if you go to reports, and then you click on, so on the main screen, if you go to reports and then click on fulfillment, it's going to bring you to a screen that says Amazon fulfillment reports. You can go halfway down, and there's going to be under payments, there's going to be a couple of options. One will say inventory storage overage fees, and then it's going to say monthly storage fees, and then right under that, it's going to say long-term storage fee charges. Click it. And then you want to see view online report. Let's see. Come on. No results found. Oh, because that's for January. Let me see. March. Anything? No. See, I don't keep inventory like that. I honestly, I'm not gonna lie. I never worry about storage. I never worry about long-term storage fees because there will never be a product. My long-term storage fee is when I recall my items back. You know what I mean? When I have to pay like 50 cents per item plus shipping to get my items sent back to me. I never let them sit long enough to get storage fees. You know what I'm saying? My storage fee is when I recall the items. So that's really how, you know what I mean? Buy 100 Happy Meals from them on DoorDash, same McDonald's, and tip the driver extra to say thanks Mario for the Pokemon cards. Oh man, yeah, that guy was just a jerk, man. Yeah, so what I've done in the past is oversized items. For instance, like a bicycle. You know how a brand new bicycle comes in a box? You have to put the bike together. You have to assemble the bike. What I would do is in the past, I would take this box and I would just ship it as it is and put a label on the box. Why would you, are you going to put a box inside of a box? You know what I mean? I've, you know, if the item's under 22 inches, I will always put it in a box because my boxes generally come 22 by 18 by 18 or 22 by 15 by 16. So that 22-inch item will always fit in that box. But anything outside of that parameter, if it doesn't come in a box that I can just ship to either Amazon or the customer, I'm either going to not buy it or I'm going to buy it and put the label right on it. For instance, I bought a bunch of chandeliers from Lowe's, and they were 26 inches in length, 24 inches high. I just put it, I merch and fulfill those. I put the shipper label right on it, sent it. You guys remember this Christmas, those Fisher Price exercise bikes for kids? When I sent those to people, I put it right on the box. And I sent it for half of them. The other half, I was cutting up the boxes, but then towards the end, I got lazy and just had putting a label on it. But do you drop ship at all? No, I do not do drop shipping. Amazon, it's not allowed on Amazon. You get banned. Joe the Bread Man. What do you do when it's all dried up? Or the clearance aisle is crap? Or too high prices to flip? Happy Easter, bro. I appreciate you. What do I do? Well, luckily, I have my YouTube channel, right? I have a wholesale account, a bunch of wholesale accounts. We flip Pokemon. We do Pokemon breaks. We do wholesaling. I got a bunch of other streams of revenue that are coming in that I'm trying new ventures. So for Amazon specifically, it's really about upping wholesale orders to sell on Amazon. But I think we find enough dinners, especially in TJ Maxx and Marshalls, which is why I don't spend a lot of time in Walmart lately. I think I've gone to maybe 1 or 2 this week, and that's it. I've been to TJ Maxx and Marshalls all the time. You know what I mean? Those are where the dinners are right now. So it's just kind of shifting, you know. And Walmart will have their day where their clearance is going to come back soon. Right now they're in transition. You know, you're not going to find clearance in Walmart all the time, all year round. It's just not going to happen. So you just have to learn how to identify opportunities in other areas, keep your business afloat. Mine is selling wholesale and going to TJ Maxx and Marshalls because I'm able to sell those bigger name brands, which really come in clutch. Did you sell the pool and how much and quick? So I think I might have a buyer for Monday. I'm going to be messaging somebody that I actually know. On Facebook, I listed it. And they may be interested in buying the pool for, I think, $1,500. I had it listed for $1,800 locally. And, you know, there's always got to be someone that's like, oh, the pool is there for $2,000. And it's like, yeah, but did you read the $600 shipping charge? So $1,800 with pickup is, you know, not bad, right? So I think I have a buyer for Monday for $1,500. I'll keep you guys updated if it comes through. If he doesn't come through, honestly, I'm going to put it on a pallet. I'm going to send it off LTL, lighter than a truckload, a.k.a. freight. And I'll just sell it FBA. You know what I mean? How much time do you spend packing your dinners to Amazon? So that's why I've been hesitant or really slow with making a video, because literally I pay Amazon to do all the prepping and all the labeling, which is pretty much almost all of what the video would be. You want to see how I prep things, how I put them in bag. I don't do that. I just don't do it. You know what I'm saying? I put all my products from clothing, anything that has to be polybag. I pay Amazon to do it. And I'll say it again, I don't recommend anybody who's just starting out on Amazon to do that. Okay? We can go over, you know, maybe I'll do a shipping video instead to show you guys how to figure out the shipping cost, because that would be more valuable than me just coming on and saying, hey, I put items in a box and I ship it. You know what I'm saying? Have you ever had a Walmart employee lie straight to your face? All the time. All the time. And it gets so, I used to get really frustrated in the beginning, but now I'm just like, all right, dude, whatever. I just move on. You know what I mean? What's up, Doug? Nova in the house, says Cheryl Cisco. Douchebag waffles with no syrup. Absolutely. Hey, Richie, how do you deal when you put your price and someone else tanks the price? Do you drop and match, or do you keep your price? I mean, I have a repricer, and I set a minimum and a maximum. So the minimum is going to be what's going to be the minimum amount that I'm willing to accept for a profit or a break-even price. Then the maximum is going to be probably about 10 to 15% higher than what the higher price is. And if it hits the minimum and it goes lower and I can't compete, then I can't compete. I'll wait a little bit. You know, I'll wait a couple days, a week, 2 weeks. I'll wait for them to sell out. They don't have an infinite supply. Let them tank the price. I'll wait for my price. You know, like with those doodle bears, I was buying them for $10, and they were tanking that price like crazy. And I said, nope, I'm gonna wait. $29.99 is my floor. $39.99 is my ceiling. And I remember selling 2 of them for $34.95, and the rest of them I sold for $29.99. So I bought them for $10, and I made great profit by waiting for my price. I knew that it wasn't going to take 6 months to sell those things. Maybe I have to wait a couple weeks, but it's not my only product. I'm buying hundreds of products a week. You know what I mean? Be patient. Be patient. Sometimes it doesn't work out that way. You know what I mean? It just doesn't work out that way. And sometimes, when you wait for your price, it never comes back to you. And that's just a part of doing business. You know what I mean? It's the cost of doing business. So sometimes you'll have to match it, take a loss. Maybe you take less profit than you would expect. I mean, it's just you're not going to win. The one thing you guys have to understand, you are never going to win them all. You're going to take L's. And you have to be okay with taking L's. I take L's all the time. The important part is you want to pull in more W's than L's. Like much more W's. But it's okay to take a few L's if you're going to be patient for your price. You know what I mean? I've had much more success waiting for my price than chasing after every low ball price all the time. It just doesn't work out. Everybody's got a repricer. You're just racing to the bottom. And believe me, I don't mind penny crunching people. I don't mind undercutting people. I believe in competition. I don't care. Like, I don't want to match your price all the time because I don't want to wait to share the buy box with 3 or 4 other people because that means every 3 or 4 people I'm going to get a sale. No, I want the sale every time. Yes, it's called capitalism. I want the sale. I don't want to share with, oh, okay. I mean, could you imagine going to a picnic with your friends? Everybody sits down at the table, right? And you pick out all your food, and all of you have peanut butter and jelly sandwiches, right? But not everybody has a snack, and you want to have the most snacks. That was a really bad friggin' analogy. Just erase that from your memory right now. I like to compete. I'm in this business to win. I'm not in this business to share. I don't want to share with you every time. Now, hold up. Before I know some people are sitting there right now and they're going, oh, Richie, oh, you're the one. Oh, you're the one killing me on the price. Oh, my God. You're that penny guy. Hold up. 1 second. Un momento, por favor. Okay? I like competition. I want to get the sale. Okay? If there's 20, 25, 30 people on that, I'm going to undercut every single one of you mofos. I'm getting that sale. I'm not going to match the price with 2, 3, 4, 5 other people. Here's the thing. If you match the price with 5 other resellers with that buy box, that means you're going to get that sale once every 5 times. If you got 25 people behind you waiting for that sale, right, and you got 10 of that item, and you're only selling 1 out of every 5 people, you could only sell a couple. Because now those other people are going to catch up and they're going to undercut you. And you keep matching with everybody. I'm sorry. I'm a business dude, man. I'm here to win. Okay? Now, if there's like 2 or 3 or even 5 resellers, up to about 5 resellers, I have no problem sharing the buy box with 1 or 2 people. If I'm going to share the buy box with 1 people, 2 people, maybe even 3 people on an item that sells all the time, I'll match the buy box with you, and we can all eat, right? But if there's like 5 people matching the buy box, and there's like 25 people behind you, I'm sorry, I want the buy box, and yes, I want it to myself. What's wrong with that? What's wrong with that? I'm here to win. I'm not. If I called you, if I looked up your business and I'm sharing the buy box with you, and I said, hey, I waited so long for these turns to wait for the buy box. I'm not making enough capital revenue to run my business. Can you pay my warehouse mortgage fee? Can you pay my warehouse payments this month? Because I had to share the buy box with you, and like on all my other products, I started sharing the buy box, and I had to wait longer to make that sale. Can you help pay my bills? Yeah, hang up the phone, man. Yo, just like that scene in Goodfellas, not Goodfellas. I'm sorry, Bronx Tale. I believe it was either Bronx Tale or Goodfellas. I think it might have been Goodfellas. Where he goes up to him. He's like, "Hey, I was upset. Mickey Mantle didn't do anything." And I always use an analogy because he says, "What do you give a crap about what Mickey Mantle says? Go ask Mickey Mantle to pay a mortgage payment for you. See what Mickey Mantle says. Mickey Mantle don't care about you, so why do you care about Mickey Mantle, right?" And I'm not saying I don't care about other sellers on the listing. What I'm saying is, I like competition. I'm here to win. I'm not here to share. Is what it is, and we'll keep that on record on this live. Woo! On fire, right? My God. Why was that? No, we want to show that. We got grape juice in the building. Friday night dinners and apple juice. You already know. Marshall's gang, says Logan. Hello from Washington State. What? Washington State. Washington State. Maybe I should get some more drink. Let's see. Hey, I used to be a McDonald's manager. Okay. Hopefully you weren't. Logan, I know you weren't a jerk like that guy, though. Marshall's PlayStation icon LED lights, $14.99. Got 15 and 2 of them sell for $30 each. Hell yeah. Travis Shock at Walmart, 20. Oh, Vornado Tower fans, hidden cleanse, 15. Ooh, so those Vornado, the tower ones went on sale. They haven't been on clearance around my area. I'll have to check that out. Why is it taking so long for books to be available after Amazon shows they have received them? Why is it taking so long for Amazon to check anything in? Because everybody is trying to do reselling. There's a lot of people at home. They're picking up extra cash. They want to pick up extra income. Amazon, people selling on Amazon, it's completely skyrocketed. Jeanette says, "Hey, Ohio here. What up, Ohio in the house? Love watching, listening. Because I'm at work most of the time." Oh, that's why you're the best. Hey, much love, Jeanette. I appreciate you being here. Thank you so much for chilling with us on this Friday Hustleholics Hangout. Should I grab a beer? Maybe I should grab a beer or something. I'm feeling a little parched, you know what I'm saying? 100 folks in the chat, hit that like button. Yeah, guys, we got 83, over 150 people watching this live, guys. Smash that like button. Let's see if we can get the likes to over 100 likes. That would be super awesome. That would be so awesome. Hey, have a great weekend from Idaho. Thank you, Juan. Much love. You were very respectful to the cops. Thank you. Back the blue. Absolutely. I back the blue. There's never a time to be disrespectful. Especially when you know you're not breaking the law or doing anything wrong. I talk to them like I would talk to anybody else. You know what I mean? I respect the police for what they do. Like I said earlier in the video, the only time I feel people get disrespectful is when they know they've done something wrong, and they're upset about it. So they take it out on the people that are going to take away their freedom. Human nature. RG Slot wins. What up? RG, have you been there the whole time? I thought you might not have been able to make it. Driving home from the T-ball game. I'll be back in a few. Cool, man. No problem. Nate Ricks. Hey, Richie, I'm labeling my FBA sitting here with my apple juice. Go Hustleholics. I'm all out of apple juice. I think I'm going to grab a beer, or maybe I should refill some more apple juice. What do you guys think in the chat? Beer or Crown? Comment beer or Crown what I should refill with. Let me know. It could get a little messy here. I'm just joking. I ain't a lightweight like that. Travis Shock with the $5 super chat that you probably gave 15 minutes ago. Thank you so much, Travis Shock. I appreciate it. You know I'm behind on the chat, man. This is what happens on Friday. So thank you so much for that super chat, Travis. It means a lot. Joe the Breadman says they had a second bang at Walmart, a video game. Oh, yeah, not three. Most were $1. Mostly sports and the rest. I'm so over Walmart and the electronics section. I really am. I am. I tried to buy a super chat, but I can't remember my damn pass. No worries, Porter Stillwater. I appreciate the gesture. No worries at all. Sent about 30, 40 books in from Dollar Tree. Doing great. Love the easy flips. Hell yeah, Michael, you get it. You get it, my friend. Get that money, get that hustle. That's what you do. Now, go to $5 trees or $10 trees. Start early in the morning. Fill up your cart. You can't fill it no more. Get those dinners. Andre says, new to the channel, great videos. Do you only use the Brickseek app to find your bolos? Still learning what I need to get started. So a lot of the Brickseek is helpful when it comes to bolos. It is. But a lot of the bolos come from experience. I mean, be on the lookout. That could be for anything. A lot of it does come from Brickseek, but a lot of it does come from experience too. If you catch my lives on Sundays, a lot of you guys that attend my live on Sundays, you guys see we scan random things that are in different places that we don't look on Brickseek. We scan it. We're like, oh, hidden clearance, and we get it, and that way we know that going forward, if we see that item again, we know that's hidden clearance. Usually, you know what I mean? Michael Mahan, hello and good evening. What is up? Thumbs up, rock on, brother Vicky. Thank you. Yes, thank you, Vicky. What up, Richie? Vaughn from NY in the house. Love your show. I appreciate that. Thanks, Vonda, a.k.a. Vaughn. The hustle game is real. Get them bags, boss. You know, we're holding money bags all day. Can you see the money bags? That's what we do. That's what we do. Do you remove the store stickers before sending them to Amazon? So, I've actually been getting this question a lot. I always remove the store stickers, like the Marshalls tags, stickers, TJ Maxx, Walmart, whatever it is. However, I do keep on, for instance, like Marshalls and TJ Maxx, I keep on like the Adidas. I need another drink. I do keep on the Adidas tag or the Nike tag, even with the retail MSRP price on it. I don't mess with the manufacturer tag. And that's because I don't want the customer that's buying it to think that it could be a counterfeit or anything like that. You know, look, you know, if somebody buying on Amazon thinks that a shirt costs $36.17 and that's the MSRP, then they don't live on this friggin' planet. You know what I mean? It is what it is. You know what I mean? And I haven't had any complaints about it. You know what I mean? Things that are like $25 that sell for $40, I haven't had any complaints. People know. You know, people know. Buzzed Richie on the loose. Not yet, man. We only got one. This is me. This is like how I am. You know what I mean? When I'm chilling and I don't have any restrictions, I don't have to be quiet. I don't have to be reserved. I don't have to watch my mouth because my daughter's in the other room. You know what I mean? Like, this is me. Like, if I meet any of you guys in person, I'm just like, ah, you know what I mean? I'm freaking nuts. Nike, Under Armour, Puma, and Hurley on fire. Yeah, I actually sold a little bit of Hurley. Screw you, Mario. Let's go. Can we get a John Cena in the chat from all my Hustleholics? Can we get a John Cena? Because that's what was playing in my head when I saw Mario. The screw you, Mario. All right? Yo, screw you, Mario should be on a shirt. Oh, my God. Screw you, Mario. Yo, that would be awesome. Oh, man. Let me see. Hold on. I got to do a little. Yeah, I'm flooding. But yeah, man. Oh, my God. Screw you, Mario. For real. Logan says, I'm doing a starter pack giveaway this month to celebrate himself selling for 1 year. Guys, congratulations. Let's give Logan a round of applause. He's been with the Hustleholics from day one. 1 year selling, man. Congrats. Debating if I should throw in a thermal printer or some Avery 30 per sheets so they have to struggle like I did. Logan! Oh, my God. Yo, Richie, have you ever been hit with a copyright claim? Yes, I have 8 of them on me right now, a.k.a. an IP claim. I have 8, and my health is still in good condition. I bought a game card from TJ Maxx, and the game company copyrighted claimed me just for selling it on Amazon. Yeah, it's part of doing business, man. I mean, you can. That's why I tell you, like, if you send in the receipt for that, Amazon's probably not going to accept it. That's why I have talked about in other videos If you want to have legitimate proof, then you have to take a picture with the receipt that has their SKU number. There's a SKU number on the receipt. Match that up with the tag, the actual price tag of TJ Maxx. That's how you match the product with the receipt, because they don't put the UPC on the products. On the receipt to match up. So once you take off that that sticker, it is what it is. You know what I mean? Definitely go with the Avery labels. The paint will make them stronger. Absolutely. Sarasota, Florida, says Tony. Okay. What up, Florida? Yeah, housing is crazy here in Florida. That's why I think we're going to go down there and rent. So that way we're ready. We just pull the trigger, write that check. Bop, 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 bop. Let's go. You know what I mean? Thank you. Thank you for the good luck. I appreciate that. And the congrats. I'm gonna screenshot Mario where he's like this with the phone, with the mask, and I'm like, screw you, Mario. Manager said, I don't play that 2-packs crap. I pretend, yeah. West coast of Florida. Originally, I wanted to move to Naples years ago. But we've been hearing that Naples is like, heaven's waiting room. So, with nothing going on over in Naples, we're going to stay on the East Coast. We know the East Coast a little better. I do want to visit Naples when I head down there in a couple weeks. I'll be down in Florida in a few weeks. I wish I could make it for Amazon Lit's event. I was actually thinking about hopping on a plane and going down for 2 days down to Miami and then coming back. But that might be too disruptive to the business because I'm trying to get a ton of stuff to sell down there when I'm on vacation. Wish you opened up a storefront here in the Northeast. I mean, who knows? If we get big enough, maybe I'll open a store up in the Northeast. I know the business. I know the market supports it up here. I don't even use Brickseek and I still get dinners like crazy. Hell yeah, little big scratcher. Absolutely. That's why I said I don't use Brickseek as a resource anymore. I use it more as a reference. Kim Hendricks, you're moving to Florida. My son-in-law is getting based in Pensacola, Florida. My daughter wants me to move down there, rent a place off base for me. Yeah, I love Florida. Just the weather. You wake up. It's a different vibe. I did an IG story where I woke up in the hotel. I walked out at like 6:15 or 6:30. I was just walking to Starbucks, 75 degrees out, shorts, tea, chilling, happy. Sun's coming up. I'm just like, wow, man. Like, I can't imagine. We've been so brainwashed in the Northeast in regards to Florida. We really have. Anybody you talk to in the Northeast is like, oh, Florida's a great place to visit, but, I would never want to live there. And it's like, what? Why would you not want to live? Think of how stupid you sound. Why would you not want to live somewhere where you vacation in this country, right? Because you could vacation to Bermuda, but I wouldn't want to live in Bermuda, right? I love living in America. You know what I'm saying? So if I vacation someone I like, if I go there for vacation in Florida and I'm like, wow, this is really nice. I never want to leave. Florida's so beautiful. Oh my God. Why would I not want to live there? Like, it's so stupid. People in the Northeast are so brainwashed when it comes to Florida. Oh, no. I like friggin' 10 degrees and snowstorms. Too many hurricanes in Florida. Oh, no. You're going to lose your house every year. What? These people are friggin' nuts up here, man. The Northeast is a bunch of crazy people up here, up in the Northeast. I don't even want to get into it, but I belong in Florida. You know what I mean? I want to be around people that think like me. You know what I'm saying? Nice weather, nice people. I love the South. I really do. I do love the South. I've always wanted to move there since I lived in Georgia back in 2000. I'm really looking forward to it. I know it's going to be a change, and I know things are going to be very different in the South compared to the North. Man, I'll tell you, if I get to wake up every day and enjoy the sunshine and run my business accordingly and go into business for myself, then God damn it, I want to make sure it's 80 degrees every day when I wake up. You know what I mean? So, God bless the great state of Florida. And Florida has I don't even want to say it. I was going to say it, but you guys have one of the greatest people running that state, so good for you, Florida. I posted a 10-day auction for a massive amount of Pokemon cards. I didn't have Feed Mario to the Gator. Oh, man. Hold on, let me get to this. 10-day auction for a massive amount of Pokemon cards. I didn't have the patience to go through every card. Wish me luck. Hey, Angela Hare. Good luck on selling that lot of Pokemon. That's pretty dope. I wish you the best of that. It should move. 3 fingers. We're just going to call you Johnny. Johnny says, sorry I'm late. Love the videos and the hustle. Thank you so much, Johnny, for being here. Much appreciated. Much appreciated. And that was supposed to be the three fingers. Okay. Never mind. I didn't want to do it another way. Logan, what do you do for ROI on shoes and clothing? I usually do 50% on mostly everything, but the return rate is just too bad on clothes. I'm thinking I'll go up to 60% ROI, at least for clothes. Let me show you something, Logan. Check this out. So, let me show you one of my listings. Let's see. Let me pause this. Okay. Check this out. $31.87, selling for $42.99, right? I bought this item for $12. So after the cost of purchase, the shipping is going to cost me 25 cents. I'm going to end up making $19.87. That's about 180% profit. That's what I go for, right? If I pay $12 for that, $19.87. I think I understand, and I've been getting this a lot. I understand the frustration with the return rates for clothing. But honestly, once you start selling enough of it, it's all relative. What's the difference if you're making 180% on shirts? Just for the sake of easy math. Say every shirt you bought, you found a ton of these shirts. You're making 180%. But 60%, or even half of those shirts, come back. You find an item, a toy, and you're making 40, 50%. And you get a return 1 out of maybe 5 sales. You're still going to be making more money with clothing, with that ROI. As long as you're not buying shirts that have 20, 30, 40%, if you have to shoot for the bigger, if you're buying like when I started doing Nike socks, I was selling Nike socks, right? They were $1.99, and you were making $3 profit. You're like, whoa, it's 110%. You know what I mean? That's 110% profit. But Nike socks, a lot of times they'll come back. They'll be returned. And I wasn't selling enough clothing at the time when I first got ungated. Just make sure you're selling enough of an item. Don't be scared off because of a return rate. Trust me, it's all relative, man. It is all relative. There's no difference in making 180% on a piece of clothing that comes back, 40% of the time, than selling clothing that comes back, selling toys that you're only making 30% ROI, 40% ROI, that comes back 20% of the time. In the end, you're actually making more money with that clothing because it's more volume. I'm telling you right now, I love selling clothing. And the good thing about it is that when you sell the clothing and it comes back to Amazon, hopefully it has the tags on it still. Amazon automatically puts that back in your inventory and somebody else can just pick that up and buy it. And yes, you'll pay that Amazon pick and pack fee, referral fee, closing fee, all that shit. You'll pay that all over again. But it is what it is. You know what I mean? But Logan's a hustler, man. Respect to Logan. Hell yeah, to Bitcoin. What's PS? Oh, I lost my spot again. All right, I can't keep up. I might have to go down a little bit. Let's see. Let me get to these super chats because it looks like I have a few super chats. Cincinnati Rob with $10 super chat. Thank you so much. Much appreciated. Much love. Thank you for that super chat. Mother Hustler, subscribe to the Hustleholics gang. Muscle Hustler. Mother Hustler, thank you so much for joining the Hustleholics gang. I got some great posts that went up today that are going up tomorrow. Thanks for signing up and joining to be a part of the Hustleholics gang. Troy with the $4.99 super chat. Richie drinking, Troy, love you, brother. Thank you so much, Troy. From Ohio as well. Keep it up. Much love. Troy, thank you. And I think we had another one before I get back to the questions. Charles Ryder says, no boxes at Ross, Burlington, TJ Maxx, and Marshalls. Buy me in Ohio. Where the boxes, bro? Ooh, I don't know. And now I don't even know where I left off, guys. Let me see. Thumbs up. Yeah, guys, thank you. And if you could smash that thumbs up, definitely smash that like button. Let me know you're enjoying the content. Let me know you enjoy the channel. I appreciate you all being here. And guys, one more time, if you are into Pokemon tomorrow, I have a Vivid Voltage booster box break. There are a few slots left. Go to hustleholics.com. It's pinned in the comment section. Grab your booster packs. There's a crazy deal on them right now. You save $10, which is like getting a free pack if you buy the 5-pack. I have Steam Siege and Guardians Rising. I got buy 5 packs, get a 6th pack for free. A lot of people jumping on that. I have trainer boxes on sale there. I have Urshifu V boxes on sale. I got what is it? Blastoise VMAX. I got one left on that available. I got Vivid Voltage Elite Trainer boxes that come with 8 booster packs. I got Champions Path Elite Trainer boxes. I got 3 of these left. They come with 10 Champions Path. Pull that Rainbow Zard, who knows? And everything comes shipped. Everything's shipped out. You know what I do have too? I got another box of Battle Styles booster boxes. That's the new set. All your cards get shipped out. All your rares and stuff will get shipped out. These top loaders, I bought 500 of them. Everything gets shipped out to you soon. Not soon, but you know what I mean. Everything gets shipped out. All the cards get well taken care of. You keep all the content. It's fun. It's good content. You know what I mean. We do it live on the channel. Definitely check out www.hustleholics.com and join the magic tomorrow night for the live. Let's see. Did you sell the pool? Do we need some more music? Guys, give me a yes or a no. Do we need more background music or do we just keep it like this? Is it kind of creepy when it's silent? What do you think? Music or no music? Let me see. Keep it like this. Okay. Can we get some okays? Okay. No background music. No, we got music. We got turn up. I don't know. Y'all want the music? I could put the music. You know what I mean? Let's see. We'll put some music. It's okay. All right. You know what I'm going to do? Okay. Listen, okay? You know who else does that? I need to get a sound snippet for next time when I'm in the videos. I need to get, if you guys are an old school cat like me, besides Besides Al Pacino and Scarface, you know who used to go, okay, 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 okay? Joe Pesci in Lethal Weapon. Do you guys remember Joe Pesci's character in Lethal Weapon with Mel Gibson? Joe Pesci would always be like, okay, all right, you're gonna do, okay, 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 okay. Come on. Somebody got to remember Joe Pesci's character in Lethal Weapon, how he always would be like, okay, okay. What about the 2021 Godzilla toys? Have you sold any? I have not. I have not hopped on the Godzilla thing. No. Is that craft ice? This it's just I bought some circle molds from Amazon a while ago. The whiskey molds for the whiskey. What's that tat story on the right arm? Oh, you guys get into personal questions now. I like that. All right, so this here, dragon. I got it when I was 18 years old. Let me flex a little bit. You know what I mean? Let me a little flex. You know what I mean? I got that when I was 18. It's kind of faded now. Really, there's no story about it. Me and a bunch of my friends, we went up to Seabrook, New Hampshire. At the time, tattooing was not legal in Massachusetts. You had to go to New Hampshire if you wanted a tattoo, and everybody was getting tattoos, and I just wanted one. And I literally picked this tattoo out of the book like a jamoke. I like it. It's a dragon. I like dragons. You know what I mean? But I literally picked it. I said I want that dragon, like color and all. Like I didn't change anything. I said I want that dragon, and ended up getting the dragon when I was 18. As soon as I turned 18, me and a bunch of my friends, we went up to Seabrook, New Hampshire, and got it done. That's the story about the tat. And yes, it is the only one that I have. Funny story is before I met my wife, I was a DJ in my area, and I was thinking about getting a sleeve from my knuckles here, from my knuckles up. I was gonna get a full sleeve come across, like a full sleeve. And I met her, and I had my lip pierced. I had earrings in the ear. You know what I mean? I had the lip pierced, the tongue pierced. I had the faux hawk with the lines. Like I was that guy. You know what I'm saying? I was a DJ. I had a friggin' I was putting on a show then. Oh man, you guys really asking the questions. I scanned them all at Walmart one day, and a couple were really solid. Yeah. Love the hustle. I opened an FBA account today. Congrats. What kind of products can I sell right away? I'm currently on eBay. So Flourishing Flow, I mean, what you got to do is you got to take that Amazon seller app, and you got to go around and scan a bunch of products. You know what I mean? That's what you got to do. You have to find out what you can sell. There's going to be a lot of things you're going to be gated in. But it is what it is. And what you have to do is I really recommend everybody starting out with books. Amazon will see that velocity going up, and that's how they trust you. You know, they base it on sales, how many sales you have, reviews, all that good stuff. So I recommend books. Let's see. So I think I thanked everybody for the super chat. I appreciate all the super chats that have come through. So funny you reference all the same movies my husband does. Scarface, Goodfellas, The Bronx Tale. Hey, listen. I'm an Italian guy. I grew up with all the mob movies. I love all those movies. They don't make actors like and actresses like they did back in the day. Those are my favorite, like Casino, Goodfellas, Godfather, Bronx Tale. I mean, those are all... Casino I really like too. Casino was a real good movie. Scarface was made before my time, but I definitely enjoyed the movie. Yeah, listen, I don't sugarcoat. Oh, this is what... Okay. We got Crown. Love your channel, Crown. We got Crown. Brewski. Crown. Get some apple juice, a.k.a. Crown. Beer, Crown. Can you make a profit from Amazon to sell it on eBay? Crown. Apple juice. Why not both? Crown. Okay, Crown's the winner. So are you guys gonna hate me if I get up and just pour myself another crown? I usually hate doing that during my lives. Julie Fitzpatrick, hey Richie, love your channel. Crown. Thank you. Thanks, Julie. Can you make a profit from Amazon to eBay selling? I mean, I use Macari. I don't sell on eBay. But if I did, eBay would get all my returns. Yeah, man, those record players. I love the record players. All right, guys, listen. Give me 2 seconds. 2 seconds, okay? 2 minutes. I'm gonna pour myself another glass. I'll be right back. All right. 2 seconds. I'm coming. All right, we back. Appreciate that, Hustleholics. Appreciate it. Can you make money flipping off of Amazon? That's what we do. That's what we do, Elite Andre. We flip. Oh, you mean like buying products off Amazon and reselling on Amazon? I mean, you can. It goes against Amazon's term of service or agreement. Like I couldn't buy from my Amazon account and sell on my Amazon account. I'd have to have like a second not connected Amazon account to buy from and sell on my selling Amazon account. Because if they catch you, they'll suspend you. You could do it. A lot of people do that. They sell software to do that. You know what I mean? Oh wow, we're over 100 likes. Thank you. Yo, we have 119 likes. That's what I'm talking about. What the John Cena's. Am I from NY? No, I'm from Boston. Can't see me. How delayed is the chat? 10 seconds. But this I'm delayed because I'm trying to read everybody's comment and questions that they have. I'm trying not to miss people. So I'm behind in the chat. For instance, if somebody comments, somebody comment and I'll read it right now and you can tell me how long it's delayed. Ready? Someone write something and then take notice. I'm watching. You ready? Hi. The cat just said hi. Not sure how quick that was, the cat, but let me know. How long did it take me to see that? Something, Mario, hi. I love you guys. You guys rock. Three seconds. Okay. Yeah, so like I can see the chat here is, 3 seconds, but I'm trying to read everything on my computer. I'm trying to read the chat here. So I'm trying to get to everybody. Everybody likes the screw Mario. Screw you, Mario. Hope Mario don't vacay him in Florida. Oh man. Let's see. Let me see if I appreciate all the comments and everything. Let me see if I can get if anybody has questions because I really want to help answer any questions. Are you not buying the Lucky Charms with the Pokemon to flip? Oh, so I am. I have it. It's in my garage. It's stored in my garage, the cereal. Um, but I'm looking to sell that cereal when they stop, when it's not available in the stores. I sell the entire box with the Pokemon cards in the box. Everything's factory sealed. I've opened a few boxes, but I mean, I'll tell you right now, honestly, I'm not crazy about the General Mills Pokemon because it's the same card. It's the same Pikachu in every friggin' pack. You know what I mean? I think I've opened up like six or seven boxes of cereal that I've been eating with those cards. Um, Other than that, those boxes are going to be factory sealed. They're going to stay factory sealed, and I'll sell them when the time comes. And I'm not going to sell them for. I mean, they'll probably go for like 20, 25 bucks. Costco BJ's, do you source there? I do not. I heard Costco has a lot of good stuff to source though, so I've actually been meaning to check out Costco and BJ's. I've heard they had really good stuff. Yo, for real, screw you, Mario merch. Yeah, I mean, we might have to do it, man. We might have to do it. BJ's can be good when things go up on clearance. I got some toys I doubled up on. Hell yeah, that's what's up. Jose Gonzalez says, your April Fool's joke got me. I actually unsubscribed from the hustle because I really did. You had quit. I had to rejoin again. Throwing up the Richie Hustles logo. Thank you, Jose. What happens if a customer refunds an item with FBA because they never received it? Cost of doing business, you know. I bought 2 boxes of Golden Grams to hold on to, but I already ate them because I'm fat. Yo, look. I haven't eaten the Golden Grams yet, but I did get the box. So I'm collecting one of each box. I have one of these. I have Cinnamon Toast Crunch. I have a Cocoa Puffs and a Lucky Charms box. And I'm just going to keep them flat. Just a collector in me. Maybe they won't be worth anything, but it'll be cool to know that during this time of Pokemon, people were friggin' nuts. You know what I mean? Golden Grams, that was the last box I was missing. Because I think there's only 4 boxes, right? Correct me if I'm wrong. Cocoa Puffs, Lucky Charms, Golden Grams, and Cinnamon Toast Crunch. Wow, we've been doing this live for an hour and a half. We're going to have to go soon. Photos cost of good stuff. In the video I saw you passed 3 cases. Yeah, because like I'm not trying to buy, like, if I was to buy all the cereal, I would just have a garage full of cereal and not certain if I was going to be able to sell it. I already have a few cases in the garage, so. It is so hard not to eat the cereal. I cannot find the Golden Grams. Yeah, it took me a while. I literally just found the Golden Grams the other day. Like that video, if you checked out my last Walmart video, which was I released it yesterday, so the day before is when I found it. So 2 days ago I found that Golden Grams. That's you know what I mean? Crazy. But I eating way too much. Yeah. But I eating way too much Cinnamon Toast Crunch. Oh my God, tell me about it. What's going on here? Where is... You can get a little write-off if you donate the cereal and you do a good thing, win-win. Yeah, but I mean, the thing is, I'm trying to sell the cereal. You know what I mean? I'm trying to sell this. I'm trying to sell a sealed box when you can no longer get those cards. You know what I mean? Collectors will be looking for that. Let's see. I mean, guys, I hate eBay. Yeah, I mean, it's not that I hate eBay. It's just not for me. It's not for me. All right, guys. You know what I'm gonna do? We're gonna go. If there isn't any, I'll answer. I'll take a couple more questions, and then what I think I'm gonna do is I'm actually gonna hop on Instagram Live for a little bit to see if we can go on Instagram. The Instagram Lives I don't save, so it's kind of like it's a little bit more no holds barred on Instagram. So if you're not following me on Instagram, definitely give me a follow at Richie Hustles on Instagram. If you're not subscribed to this channel, make sure you hit the subscribe button, or at least consider hitting the subscribe button. Hit the bell icon so you know whenever we go live, whenever a new video is uploaded, whenever I get arrested by the police, you will know and be informed of that. You know what I mean? I started working on if you guys remember, I've been working on that golden cart. It's coming. Let me get to a couple more questions before we end, and don't forget to visit hustleholics.com so you can be a part of the magic tomorrow during tomorrow's live. And tomorrow's live is at 6 p.m. Let's see. How often do you go to the same Walmart? Once every couple days? It depends, Jeff. It depends. I try to go to one Walmart. Like, I try to go to different Walmarts. You know, I might go to the same Walmart maybe twice in a week. Once in the beginning, once in the end. And if I go to one Walmart in the middle of the week, I won't visit that until the next week or maybe the weekend. It really depends. But I try to keep it to like twice a week because they've been doing markdowns randomly now. So anyone else find Funko Pop on clearance at Target? Good to stack with $25 coupons. I have not. Mr. and Mrs. Potato Head going for 60 on eBay. That's awesome, says Nathan. I was going to call you Nathaniel. Nathan. I can't say I hate eBay. I'm on day 87 of my sales. Hell yeah. But, yo, Travis, you getting it. You are getting it, my friend. Thank you, Johnny. Happy Easter to you as well. And happy Easter to everybody else on here, too. Richie goes hard for his rights. For real, man. Listen, I'm just all about, like, don't be a jerk. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not the one. You know what I mean? How would you ship Fisker hedge clippers to Amazon? 2, I need to wrap them individually. Because it's a sharp blade, I'm not sure if you have to. I'm not sure how you would prep that. I know you have to prep it somehow. Fiskars, it's like a sharp object, or it could be considered a sharp object if it opens. I would throw like an elastic band around the blade just in case. What's your travel radius? Or do you just go like 100 miles in any direction? It depends. I mean, I've traveled an hour and a half away. I live in an area where I could travel up to an hour and hit like a ton of Walmarts. That's all within an hour of me. I mean, Boston is within an hour of me, you know. The city of Boston's about 40 minutes from me. So it just really depends. It depends on what's out there. Whoa, Jose picked up a large Vulpix Funko Pop, like those 10-inch pops for $8. And the Star Wars 2? That's nuts. Those are $30 pops, if you don't know, retail. That's a great pull. Do you like any of the Wondrous Funkos? You know, I don't. I've been sticking lately to Pop in a Box exclusives, to the Funko Shop exclusives, some Target exclusives, and I've pulled back from the Walmart exclusives because the Walmart exclusives are still so mass produced. You know? Do you do mostly FBA, FBM, FBA all the way? Do you list RA items from Walmart as new? I am confused on what is considered legal on Amazon. I mean, if you have any questions here, you gotta think of this, right? When you buy an item from Walmart, are you buying it new? Yes, you're buying it new. I doubt you're buying anything used from Walmart unless it's like an open box or something like that. So when you buy something new from Amazon, from Walmart, absolutely listed as new on Amazon. What's your advice when you receive counterfeit IP claims because the brand doesn't want you to sell? I do not want to relist, but simply remove IP. So IP claims take about 6 months to get off. I have 8 of them. If it makes you feel better, Amazon won't accept my Marshall's receipt. Um, then you just build a bridge, get over it, and just move on. You know what I mean? As long as your account health still says good, the account bar, as long as you're still in good, they won't accept your document. You just come up with a what do they call it? A plan of action. Submit it and move on. That's it. That's all you can do. Unless you have other documents that you could submit that they'll accept. London strolling, throwing out the extreme. Nah, man. Look, it is what it is. You know what I mean? They were being jerks. It is what it is. They called the police. I haven't even written to McDonald's yet. I I thought about it, but honestly, is it worth my time to do it? Maybe. I don't know. You know. Yeah. See, Travis Shock says that he lives in Maryland and he got 20 WalMarts within an hour of him. That's like same thing for me. And in Florida, there's even more Walmarts. But the only thing about Florida is with more Walmarts, there's more resellers, which is why it's important for me to focus on my wholesale and open up my business. You know what I mean? I don't want to compete with everybody. Why do I want to? Why would I want to move down to the number 2 state for retail arbitrage and online sellers? I read a report. California is number 1 for resellers, as for like the most people that sell on Amazon and that do reselling in general. All right, California is number 1 for the most. Number 2 is Florida with the most resellers. So I would never move down to Florida with the intention of only doing retail arbitrage. Like, I am 100% prepared to do other lines of business. A lot of the retail arbitrage, honestly, is really for YouTube. It's entertaining. I love retail arbitrage. I'll say this once and I'll say it again. Like, when I'm at a point where I don't even have to do anything, I'm hired. I hired 50 to 100 workers. I run this big operation. Like, I swear to God, I'm still gonna be doing videos going out looking for retail arbitrage, just because I like to do it. Not because I have to. I don't need the money. I like the hunt. I like looking for things. I just like that. It is what it is. I like that. Easiest way to get ungated in categories is submit invoices. What wholesale websites do you suggest? You got to do a Google search. Toy distributors in Ohio, toy distributors in Central America, not Central America, but like the central part of the United States, wherever you live. What do you plan to sell at your shop? Comics, cards, Funkos, toys, all the above. All of the above. Main focus on comics and cards. Florida has Walmarts like most places have gas stations. Yeah, it's true. All right, so from good to at risk for the first time in 2 years because of these IP claims. Hopefully, I won't get deactivated. Thanks for the tip, Erica. Let me ask you a question. Because I've been selling for 3 years and I have 8 IP claims and I'm still in the green. I'm not at risk. Maybe it has something to do with the volume of sales, because I sell a ton. And I'm not sure what you do for business as far as how much you sell per day, per week, or whatnot. But I'm wondering if that has anything to do with with Amazon's metric, right? Amazon Lit, and I can talk about it because Amazon Lit made it public knowledge. I mean, have you seen his health dashboard? You're talking like 13 IP claims, 27 restricted violations. Like, it's just red, 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 red. But they're still in the green. And they do millions of dollars, millions, multi-millions a year. And they're still in good condition. So I think it has to do with the amount of volume you do on Amazon as well. IP stands for intellectual property claims, aka copyright claims, trademark claims. Man, Richie really inspired me. Today I got me 12 Mr. and Mrs. 12 Mr. and 12 Mrs. Potato Heads. Pretty good for my first time, I think. Hell yeah, Jonathan, good. Make sure you flip those and make that money. My Walmart has a gas station. That's awesome. So a lot of wholesale distributors will want you to have a business. You don't necessarily need an LLC. You could have a sole prop, but you have to have a business because they're going to want you to submit your business license from the state. You could pick it up for $10 or more. I don't know Dollar General that well, Yasser. When are you going to start doing skits, Richie? You got to make some jokes about how people look at you when you buy all the baby bottle nipple. I'm in North Carolina, by the way. Asheville. Okay. Yeah, maybe when I buy some baby bottle nipples, we'll see people's reactions. Oh, man. If I sold my own blood, I'd be gated in it. That's the way it feels, right? All right, guys, this is what I'm going to do. Thank you so much for being here, guys. If you want to continue this, head over to my Instagram, at Richie Hustles, and join the live there. I'm going to be heading on there in about 5 minutes. I'm going to take a bathroom break, and then I'm going to head on to IG at Richie Hustles. I'm going to be on there for a little bit. We can continue to hang out, or you can go back to doing what you're doing, hustling, whatever it is. Definitely check out hustleholics.com. Check out all the massive inventory I have on that website for tomorrow's break. If you purchase tonight, we're in a 24-hour flash sale. Anything you purchase today, tonight, or tomorrow before the live will be open tomorrow night, which means it will be mailed out to you on Monday. Everything's sent in protectors. I take good care of my stuff, guys. Definitely check out hustleholics.com and consider subscribing to the channel. Thank you all for being here this Friday night. I'll either see you later, I'll see you on the next one, or I'll see you in 5 minutes on the IG channel. Thanks so much, guys, for being here. I love you all. Peace out. Keep hustling.